podcast. We missed you last week, but luckily we're here this week, and this guy's out here playing with some lights. Let's go. Welcome on into the MLB podcast. Kevin Hurt, Brian Gerard. Happy Easter to everyone. I hope everybody has all their eggs dyed and colored and all the little Easter egg hunts and enjoying the Easter bunny, which I still don't know where that came from. I think it's German from origin. And Brian's over there on Tatooine. Good morning, Brian. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Coming from you in isolation this morning, but doing good, man. Feeling better, doing good. Happy Easter, like you said. But I do want to say, I have one tip for all the Easter eggs hunters out there. Never put all your eggs in one basket.
On that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. This was the shortest show we've ever had, but thank you. Please subscribe and like to this 3-minute show. The worst dad joke ever.
Love it.
You will look at that commercial.
What?
The people that become like their parents.
Oh yes.
I'm like, wow, look at all these parking spaces. You know,
yes.
I swear that's you.
That's me. I need Dr. Rick. Let me call Dr. Rick.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, no, don't put that down. Put that down. Do you know how to get to? No, we don't ask for directions with a paper map. Okay. That's just yeah.
But come on, man. I did have a Dr. Rick moment though, commercial moment, because me and Leslie went to the movies about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. She wanted something to eat. And the concession prices are just too much.
Oh yeah. I mean,
$7 for a hamburger. Come on.
Well, okay. I'm not
$4 for a soda.
Well, what did she want?
No, we just wanted something to eat. You know what I mean? But $4 for $7 for a hamburger. Right. Come on, these prices are ridiculous.
Okay, so you know whose fault that is?
Whose fault is that, Hurt?
I never blamed anything on this person, but I'm going to blame it on this person right now.
Oh, wow. Who?
That's Leslie's fault.
Well,
she's never wrong, but in this case, you don't go to the movies hungry. You should know better. I never go to the movies hungry. Never. I try not to go to the movies thirsty.
No, both of us were hungry. Okay. It wasn't just her. No,
it's both y'all fault.
Yeah.
It's both y'all fault.
But it was just funny though, because I'm looking, I feel like the commercial, because I'm complaining about how high the movie prices are, even though I already know how high they are.
Yeah, dude. I'm so, I don't know. I don't get shocked because I don't buy. I know better. Like you go get some, what do they have? Chicken fingers sometimes. It's like $8 to $10. But I know where I'm getting it from. That's my fault if I was hungry. I mean, if I go into a movie hungry, I won't, just so I won't spend. You're already spending money for the ticket, right? So that was the last movie I went to go see, Batman. Mm-hmm. You know how long Batman was?
Yeah.
So I was getting the Batman, dude. I was getting in there. I was thirsty as I don't know what. The line was long. I'm like, I'm not missing the previews. I just went inside the previews. I just was parked for 3 hours. That's all it was. I had to do what I had to do. I'm not upset. I went in underneath those circumstances. So it is what it is. Thank you, everybody.
Real quick, before we move on, I do have another Dr. Rick commercial confession. Something that I've done. I had pulled up to a stadium and wondered how much parking is, how much they make on parking. I'm not going to lie. I have had that thought.
What's the overhead on this?
And maybe you've had that conversation with someone before. I'm not even gonna lie. You never wondered that?
You can find us on streaming on YouTube. Subscribe and like. We're on IG, Facebook, and unless Elon Musk buys Twitter, we're still on Twitter. And We're on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spreaker apps. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NYMD podcast. Oh, wow.
You never had that thought, though?
I don't care. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. I don't think about it at all.
Okay.
I don't think about the seats. I don't think about I don't think about cons. I don't think about any of that stuff. I'm not involved in it. That just
Okay.
it's like I don't think you're this person now, but I feel like in as you get a little bit older, you be the person that's like, so what time we planning on heading out in like the first quarter or something? You know what I mean? Like so we can beat traffic.
Oh no, I'm not that dude.
Okay, I was like, don't want to be there in the first inning. Be like, all right, maybe we head out around the 8th.
Mm-mm.
You know, I'm like, I'm staying there for the full experience, unless it's not enjoyable or it's cold or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But I paid for it. I'm staying.
Exactly.
To me, there's never any options. If my team's blown out, I'll make it fun.
Yeah, I will say the only time I've done that though,
Mm-hmm.
in all honesty, is during a Ravens preseason game.
Oh, it's a First of all,
Exactly. It doesn't
two
matter.
things. First of all, going to a preseason game to me is a whole different thing. But then, because it's like full price, isn't it?
But when somebody gives you free tickets.
Oh, okay. See, that's fine.
Right.
And plus, it's free. So,
right.
That doesn't. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because I thought it was you going and paying price to go see. I'm not paying.
Now let me tell you real quick story. I made the worst mistake of my life. Well, I'm sorry, that's a little hyperbolic. I made a terrible mistake by paying full price for a pre-season Ravens game. This is in Kyle Bowler's.
Kyle Bowler. You got Kyle Bowler.
Kyle Bowler. When we drafted Kyle Bowler. So this is back, 2003?
Man, with Kyle Bowler.
2003, 2004. The Ravens were playing the Giants. Kyle Bowler threw a 75-yard pass to Travis Taylor. It was great. But other than that, that game sucked. And I was like, Laz, we got to go. And I was like, why did I pay full price for this ticket? What? You know what I mean? And the game was horrible. Preseason games are horrible. I paid full price. I was like, this was totally not worth it. I was like, this is the last time I ever paid for a preseason ticket. And I've gone to maybe 2 or 3 or 4 preseason games since, but they all been free. That was my young days, in my naive young days, and I paid full price for a preseason. Oh man, that sucked. But anyway.
Yeah, that would never happen. I ain't paying for a regular season game.
Why not?
To go see my team, not unless it's something. I wouldn't pay. Well, that's not true. It has to be an attraction to it.
Okay.
Like going to Miami that one time we went or something like that.
Yeah.
Now that was because it's a whole trip.
Yeah.
And that's involved, and the tickets were like $10 anyway. So that's perfectly fine. It's just everything else involved, like from just and again. You know what? That's a good way to start off the show.
All right.
I was going to start off with a whole bunch of things, but I don't know if you've been aware. I know you've been kind of locked away in the closet recently.
Yes.
But are you aware of the latest scandal involving the Washington football team?
All right. Yeah. So you're gonna have to give me the details about this, but was Daniel Snyder reporting different? Like, was he selling like tickets for like $55 to the fans, but reporting them as like $45 on his books?
He had, supposedly there were. I almost feel like this is a mafia. Like supposedly there's like 2 sets of books. It's just.
Sounds like winning time, Hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
His dad's not his mom in the background.
It was a 20-page letter obtained by the Washington Post. The letter says that Jason Friedman, a former vice president of sales and customer service, who worked for the franchise for 24 years, told committee members the team maintained 2 sets of books, including one set for financial records used to underreport certain ticket revenue to the NFL. The letter cites documentation that the team's financial improprieties, thank you, may have extended to tickets registered in Commissioner Roger Goodell's name. In references evidence that it says indicates the revenue gained by the team through these practices was known internally as juice, which I don't like that term because that's my grandson. And it details allegations that the Washington football team improperly attributed such revenue to being derived from the Navy Notre Dame college football game at FedEx or a Kenny Chesney concert, so that it wouldn't be part of the NFL's revenue sharing pool.
Okay, so I have one question for you.
No. It shouldn't even be a question. Whatever you need to say needs to be a statement. But what is it?
Why is this dude still in the league?
I don't know.
Like, what?
I don't know. I don't know if he has. I honestly feel like he has dirt on every other owner because this makes no sense. I've been wanting this dude gone for how long? Dude, this is every week or every month, every year, there's a story of some sort of misconduct by this franchise underneath this owner. I'm so confused as to how or why we haven't even heard of, there needs to be a vote to get him out.
I don't understand. Like, this guy's had scandal after scandal. And the worst kind of scandals.
Yes.
Financial scandals, sexual harassment scandals, coaching scandals, like everything you could think of, but yet he still has a spot in the league. Like he need, like you said, why is he still an owner? He needs to be gone. Like, why was it so easy to get rid of like Jerry Richardson? You know what I'm saying? Or why is it so easy to get rid of the Clippers owner?
When he was caught on tape saying,
I know what happened.
Yeah. I'm just saying that,
But this dude, but what more does Daniel Snyder's improprieties to me have been worse? Because it's one after the other.
They've been consistent.
Yes.
They've all have been troublesome, and none of them have really gone away. Yeah. Nothing has improved.
Yeah, and I don't kind of understand as a fan, as a Washington football team / Commanders fan, like, now I see why you're not as pumped up. Because of this owner.
I can't.
It must be so hard to be a fan of a team that's in the news due to scandal all the freaking time.
How could I fully put myself into this whole thing? Like, not saying that I'm going to abandon. I'm always going to have one foot in the door, but I have one foot out the door. Like, I'm not emotionally as connected. I'm connected to the players, the laundry on the field. Right. But as far as everything goes with the franchise, I can't be. I'm not, like I said, I think I was having this conversation at work, and people were just like, you don't have anything. I don't have anything in my job that says I'm a fan of that team. But everybody knows that I'm a fan of the team, and they're like, well, why aren't you, blah, 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 blah. I was like, because the owner is terrible. I can't get into that. When you have a terrible owner, i.e. Dolan of the Knicks. Now, Dolan of the Knicks only is a terrible owner because he just doesn't want to do anything right. He just wants to be in control of everything.
Right.
So that hasn't been the scandals or whatever. Plus he and Charles Oakley aren't friends. So that's a whole different thing. But he's still not the best owner. But none of this stuff. This is ridiculous. Every week, something. And I'm like, and they have to be discussing it, especially if it comes to the NFL or other owners not getting any money. There's no money being shared.
Yeah.
And this guy's sitting here trying to, as they say, cook the books. And now this guy, he's got to go. I don't care whose name the team's in. Somebody was the Broncos are being sold. And Washington is a valuable franchise somehow, some way, because they have the most loyal fans in that area that you can imagine. I mean, those people were in there that day buying that nickname T-shirts. They were in there, and they were right there. Now I don't know if people were doing that for the Guardian T-shirts, but they darn sure were down there as soon as the store opened to get that. I still don't like that W. That W and that new name. I mean, it was like, dude, I almost felt bad for them. I almost felt bad for them. I'm like, I don't know which way you're going. It's like it's almost it's. I mean, it's Easter, and for some reason, we all know the Ten Commandments is an Easter movie. Which also I have an issue that it wasn't on this Saturday; it was on the Saturday previous. But that's a whole different show, another day. Like the Ten Commandments wasn't on the night before Easter. But anyway, but it's like because we watched the Ten Commandments 3 billion times, probably, right? I mean,
absolutely,
every year. So, you're rooting for this team over the other team, but you see the other team, they're heading themselves into danger. And almost like as you get older, you're like, dude, you don't get yourself in trouble. Don't say it. Ramses, don't say it. And then he says, you know what I mean? It's just like, dude, just do yourself a favor. Like you could change history. But it's like, dude, don't do it. Listen to him. Listen to him this time. It's like you're going down this rabbit hole. And nothing's going to change. He's got to go. He's got to go. But it's sad because the fans are just, going to follow him. I almost, it's like when they get towards the end, when he goes up for the Ten Commandments and all of a sudden those people just start going crazy and they start listening to other people. I feel like those are Washington fans. They just lose their way, but they're still there with the team. That's not what we're here for. This is trash, people. Stop wallowing in trash. I can't get myself dirty. I'm not going down there. I'm not paying for no shirts. I ain't paying for no tickets. I ain't seen that team. I ain't going to that stadium. And it's hard for me. I've been burgundy and gold since like 84, since I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. But I can't support that team and that organization with that dude in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a joke. So if they can't get rid of him because of this, the NFL's a joke. And I'm losing my patience.
I totally agree. They gotta get this. They gotta get rid of this dude, man. Period.
It's sad and it's sick. Yeah. Like get rid of him before he can try to get another stadium and get money from him. He's gotta go.
Yep.
All right. I don't want to start off there, but unfortunately, we'll start with this. A former player of Washington and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know we didn't talk about this last week, but Dwayne Haskins, unfortunately, was killed recently, only 24 years old. Still really don't know the specifics of it. And someone's asking me, oh, we got a caller. I mean, we're live. All right, line 1. Go ahead. Thank you for calling it.
That's funny.
I'm not a person that needs to know details. I'm not a person that needs to know how something happened. I just know that it happened. You know what I mean? And it's just a sad. It's sad. It's just sad. So, what are your thoughts?
I mean, just gone too soon, man. 24 years old, like you said, just sad, man. I think you were the first to text somebody. I think you were the first to text it to me. I'm just like, what? Dwayne Haskins?
Yeah.
Like, it's just really sad. I feel for his family and friends and what they're going through. Got to be really, really hard. But what's more disappointing to me is just throwing shade on this young man.
That's what Adam Schefter did.
Yeah, to announce his death, which was utterly disgusting. I mean, utterly disgusting, man. But it's just sad, man.
You don't need to say, he passed away while saying he had trouble um struggling as an NFL quarterback. That's not, no one cares.
Right.
That's not
Right.
that has nothing to do with what happened to him. We
Right.
know who he is. He's an athlete. He's part of a team. That's all you need to say. Is Pittsburgh quarterback, blah, blah, blah. That's it. That's done. Not, I can't even imagine someone saying that if something happened to me. I'm like, Kevin Hurd, who struggled through school in the early, 2000s, was found, I don't, why would you say that?
Right.
We can say that about part of your life.
Right.
Why would you just the whole idea of why would you put that out there? That's putting, to me, and in all honesty, a lot of these writers for these sports and things like that, they get too much into their job and they don't even think about the person anymore. They just think about doing their job is more important. I have to describe who he is to people. Yeah. You can do that if he was alive and he was struggling to make the team, not that he's gone now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to do that, you're right. But to do that, it was just so intentional because someone just passes away. And your first thought is to point out the fact that he struggled? Like, huh? That makes no sense. Hurt, that makes no sense.
None.
In his description, you're going to talk about at one point in time in his life he struggled? Like, no. Like you said, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, Dwayne Haskins. Everybody knows who he is. Anybody who follows football knows who he is. You don't have to put that, for lack of a better word, disclaimer. Like, well, it's not really a disclaimer, but
no, I know what you mean. Yeah, you don't have to put that as part of his epitaph at this point.
Yeah, it's like that's ridiculous. That really I
don't me off. The one thing he went and retweeted it, took it out, and then I saw the guy that you don't like on ESPN, which is a lot of people.
Ryan Clark.
There you go. Ryan said that Adam Schefter called him and I guess all the other football players that for ESPN right after that and called and apologized and spoke to all of them. But I don't care. Is there a public apology? Did you apologize to his family? Well, actually, you know what? Not even a public apology. I don't care. Did you apologize to his family?
Right.
That's all I care about.
Just wrong.
It's not about me and how I feel. Did you apologize to the family? I want put it out there. I'm gonna apologize to Haskins' family. That would my tweet was very insensitive. It wasn't meant to be that way. I apologize. My condolences to you and your family, and call it a day. That's how you do things. Not being the way that you're. I mean, that was just so classless.
That'd be like saying if he passed away, you put overrated NFL insider, Adam Schefter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You want somebody doing that to you? Like, that's just so whack, man. So my respect level for him just went totally down. Like, I don't even want to mess with that dude no more. Man.
I mean, it's like it's almost like with Kobe. We all know what happened during Kobe's life, right? All that thing that happened in Colorado. That's not something you mention the day of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That has nothing to do with anything right now. If you want to discuss his legacy, and as you move on past that point, that's part of his legacy. I get it. But that day when it happens, come on now. You really gotta come up out yourself to do something stupid like that. Now, I will smack the taste out of somebody's mouth.
Yeah.
For doing something like that. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
And every time I see him on TV now, I don't even want. All I hear is I don't even. For some reason, that really got to me. I don't know because I didn't even know about it until I saw a reaction. Like, I can't believe Adam Schefter did that. I'm like, what are they talking about? And I went on and had to go on Twitter to find it. And I was like, why would you put that? And then people screenshot it because he deleted it. But people screenshot it because it stays out there forever. And you put it out there. Why would you do that? Anyway, I know CJ Stroud wore his number this week at spring practice.
Okay.
And I know Ohio State is honoring him. He's the all-time Big Ten touchdown passer. So plus he's just from all accounts just a good dude, great teammate. I know Chase Claypool. A lot of people were really, really, really close to him, really affected. So
yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but he's a Maryland guy too.
Yeah. I know, but that's why one of the reasons Snyder wanted to draft him because where they grew up and who they rooted for. So, which again isn't a reason to draft somebody, but that's the owner we have.
Yeah, he was very close, very very close to coming to Maryland, man.
So, yeah.
I
would have had a whole different career if he did that.
Yep. So. Yeah, I remember when the Terps were recruiting him. I think Dwayne Haskins, if memory serves me correctly, he actually committed to Maryland, but it was like he was going to come here in a package deal with another player. I forgot who the other Ohio State player is, but he wound up going to Ohio State, and so did Dwayne Haskins. So, but yeah, he was very close to coming to Maryland. Yeah, but anyway, but yeah, just rest in peace, Dwayne, and just hope your family's dealing with this as best as they can.
Yeah. So, all right. Time to transition from that, but I want to talk about something a little bit. Let's just talk about something a little bit more positive.
Okay.
And let's talk about the reason we watch golf and the reason why we were paying attention to the Masters. The reason why I was texting you scores and everything as it was happening. And that was, I know it's been over a week, but it's still remarkable to me. Tiger Woods returning to the Masters after his accident and playing the weekend. Now, he made the cut. And I honestly, that's the only thing I wanted him to do because I wanted four days of Tiger, and we got 4 days of Tiger. So give me your thoughts about, I don't even care what your thoughts about how he played. Just talk about how remarkable it is that this dude is out there and played 4 straight days at the Masters.
First of all, it's unbelievable what he did. Hurt. 18 months ago, I didn't think we would ever see Tiger play again. Period. Do you remember them showing the photos?
Oh, yeah.
You remember seeing the photos from the car accident? Remember them saying they had to cut Tiger? They had
yes.
out of that car?
Yes.
And I just remember thinking, it's a wrap.
And his leg was shattered.
His leg was shattered.
And
I was like, well, I'm glad we had to witness Tiger, And then, what was it, like a couple months ago, 3-4 months ago, he was playing in some tournament with his son. And I think I was calling you. I was like, Hurt, is this live? Because I was seeing highlights. I was like, is this going on now? And you were like, yes. I'm like, wait a minute. Tiger Woods is playing golf? I'm like, I was confused because I'm like, wait a minute. This dude was in an accident. Like, he's playing golf? You like, yeah, like, this is real. Like, this isn't old. This is new. I'm like, Karen. I'm like, oh, wow. So then we hear this dude's going to play in the Masters. Like, no way he's playing in the Masters, right? Or he might play in the Masters. Like, he's not playing. I understand he's having a nice practice round or whatever, but he's not playing because he has to play 4 days of golf. Well, Tiger not only plays, but Tiger is what, 3 or 4 strokes back after day 1?
Dude, yeah.
5 strokes back after day 2. Now, mind you, I don't know what happened after that because, I was going through my situation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, I can tell you.
So, yeah, what happened on Saturday and Sunday?
His body started breaking down, in all seriousness.
Okay.
It wasn't his level of play wasn't going anywhere, but you could tell by Saturday morning he was limping more noticeably.
Oh, really? He was limping?
Oh, yeah. He was limping. I mean, he was limping when he first went out there. But by Saturday and Sunday, you could tell he wasn't, walking as fast. And you could tell his body was kind of fighting back against him, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, because that's a lot. And you're walking all those holes. And it's not like you're sitting down. You're standing up. You're looking at shots. You're bending down. You're lining up putts. You're getting back up. And not to mention, before he even had this accident, he's been had back issues.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be your back's tight, your leg is hurting. It's all those things. He just has the mental wherewithal to get through it all. So it wasn't even, to me, it wasn't even about a score. I didn't think he was going to have a chance to win. But it was the fact that he was competitive those first 2 days. But those next 2 days were just, his body just was like, all right, that was it.
Just caught up with him.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, look, nobody was expecting Tiger to win. I just wanted him to be competitive, and I just wanted to see him play.
Exactly.
And he was competitive. He played legit competitive golf the first 2 days, like you said, to the point where he made the cut. Yeah. And honestly, it was like seeing old Tiger out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude's amazing, yo. The dude's unreal. And if he could do this, well, first of all, the Masters is a special place. It's a special tournament. So if there's any major, right, or if there's any tournament he's going to get up for, it's going to be the Masters. Like, Tiger just doesn't miss the Masters. Like, that's the one tournament he can get up to any year, because like he knows the course literally like the back of his hand. That's why he can do that. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to practice. He doesn't need practice rounds. He knows that course up and down. So, he could still play the Masters every year because that's special. That's the last major he won. Nobody thought Tiger was going to win another major, but he was able to get up for the Masters. That weekend a couple years ago, about 4 years ago, and he was hurting that weekend too. So I never doubt Tiger when it comes to anything, because he proves he showed that if you underestimate him, if you count him out, he'll prove you wrong. But it was just good seeing him play. And guess what? If he only plays the Masters every year, or if he only plays 6 tournaments a year, the majors, and maybe 4 more tournaments, you know what? I don't care. I'll watch it. I don't care.
If he does 3 a year, I'm fine. I mean, he already committed, I think, to the U.S. Open.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he committed to another tournament.
Is the U.S. Open the next major?
Hold on, I'm not sure.
I know he's not doing the British
Championship.
Huh?
It could be the Open Championship.
No, you were right the first time.
But the U.S. Open?
Yeah, you were right.
To?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the Open champion. I see what you did there. We know he's not playing in the British Open. That ain't happening.
It took you a minute to get there.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's the U.S. Open. I'm like, no, he doesn't get it yet. They'll get there.
No, he definitely's not doing the British Open though, because the weather would just jack him up even more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that cold weather is not going to be, would not be good for him at all. He commits to. Oh wait a second. No, I could be wrong. He commits to a Pro-Am in Ireland ahead of the Open Championship.
Oh, shoot. Wow.
It's, why? Oh, it's the 150th Open. That's why. At St. Andrews in Scotland.
Oh, St. Andrews. Oh, he's got to do that.
Yeah.
That's his course, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. St. Andrews. Yeah, he's going to play that one.
And plus it's the 150th. I mean, that's a
St. Andrews, that's his best out of, because I think he has maybe a couple of British Open wins, but he tears that course up. So
a couple of Open Championship wins.
Say what?
A couple of Open Championship wins, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, he said he wasn't sure he'll play at next month's PGA Championship.
Oh, okay.
Which is in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or the U.S. Open, which is in Massachusetts in June. But he did commit to this after his final round at Augusta. So.
Okay.
So yeah, so those things are after. So the Open Championship is the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, because the PGA Championship is next month. So that's in May, and the is that right? Yeah, and the U.S. Open's in June.
Wow. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, I
Probably
mean,
move them around.
yeah, I can see why he would skip those because he does need to. I was thinking that was the next one, but
Yeah,
that one it was last, and that makes sense because that's July. That's in July.
yeah,
So I mean, if I was him, I would skip those two just to help be healthy now because yeah, like you said, that's his course, and it's the 150th Open. So
yeah,
I mean you know that's pretty cool. So all right, but yeah, it was exciting to see him play.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, I'm sitting here sending you scores. I'm sitting there at work trying to follow Tiger. Like that doesn't make any kind of sense.
I know,
So,
man.
but going to Tiger, who didn't make a playoff to win a major. Let's talk about the playoffs. So basketball started their playoffs last night. We had a couple of those play-in games, but now, as of yesterday, the official NBA playoffs has started. So I'm going to give you the teams, and I want you to give me the winner of the series. Okay.
All right.
All right. So we will start with Utah and Dallas. Now Utah is up 1-0 already because Luka did hurt his ankle um, the last regular season game. So he was out this game one. We don't know if he's going to be game two, which they're playing. When's game two? They're playing on Monday. Yeah, they're playing on Monday, but we don't know about his status as of yet. So we ain't even on that one yet, man. We'll get there. Good gravy. So Utah and Dallas, who you got?
Well, if Luke is hurt, I'll take Utah.
Utah. All right. Well, since Jaden already put that up there, let's go Minnesota and Memphis. And Minnesota won last night, so they're up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, I know. Your boy Cat, I think he dropped like 36 points. But I'm gonna go with Memphis, man. I'm gonna go with Memphis.
Anthony Edwards actually had 36 for Soda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how many Anthony Towns have?
I'm not 100% sure. I think he had like 32. John Moran had 32.
Okay.
He had. I can't find it.
No, don't worry about it. Maybe I got them mixed up.
I mean, he had a good game though, so it's not like you know what I mean. So he definitely had a good game.
Okay.
What am I going to next? He had 29.
Okay. Yeah, I got them mixed up.
Yeah. So so you got Memphis winning that.
Yep.
Okay. So I got Memphis win that too. I think if Luka comes back, they could beat Utah. If not, then I gotta pick Utah now. Toronto, Philadelphia. Philadelphia beat Toronto last night, 131 to 111. Who you got now?
Yeah, I'm taking the Sixers, man.
Through all their turmoil and everything, I don't think Tyrese Maxey had 38 points for Philly. I don't think he's going to get that high again. They do have better quality of a team. The issue is when they go to Toronto, they're going to be missing one of their players who's unvaccinated because Toronto is hard line on that sort of thing. So they may struggle when they get to Toronto. I don't think they're going to sweep them. But Philly's, Philly's too good. I think Philly's going to win, but not in 4. But they're going to win. Denver and Golden State. Golden State won last night. They're at 1-0. I won 123 to 107 against Denver. Who you got this?
I'm going to take the Warriors, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Golden State as well. Even though Joker is on the other team, I don't see them. Rodney Poole last night was just on fire.
Yeah, he went off.
Yeah, he was. I mean, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, 30 points. Dude was like 5 of 7 on threes. I mean, it was just ridiculous. So. All right, today's matchups. We got Atlanta going on the road facing Miami. Who you got?
I mean, I got to take the Heat, man.
Yeah, I got to take Miami because I do not, I repeat, do not want to see any more Trae Young. So Miami's got to win just because I don't want to see any more of him at all.
That dude loves being a villain, man.
I mean, which is fine because I like bad guys,
Right.
but it's just I know he led the league in total points this year, but it's that dude gets on my nerves. All right, Brooklyn at Boston.
I'm gonna take Brooklyn.
Take Brooklyn. All right, because I have to. I'm taking Boston because I do not want to see Brooklyn win anything either. Not that I'm rooting for Boston because I can't. It's not in my DNA to root for Boston. It's not. So, but you know what? I know sounds really, really horrible, but I'm just gonna go and root for the black head coach. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. So I want Boston with that. We got somehow Chicago, who was remember they having a really, really, really good season. They were a 1 seed at one point. Now I think they went down to number 6. They were on the road at Milwaukee. Who you got?
Come on, man. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Bucks in this one. And New Orleans at Phoenix.
Suns.
Yeah, I got the Suns as well. So we'll see. But I've been watching some of these games. They've been exciting. Are you going to watch some of these playoff games?
Yes, absolutely. This is what I've been waiting for, man.
So what we waited for a while, too, was the start of the baseball season.
Yes.
But now it's here. Did your O's win last night?
No, they did not. They got, in my opinion, they got done in by the hailstorm that we got, the multiple hailstorms we got. Yeah, so in the 5th inning, the Orioles were up 2-0. They took their starter out. They brought in a pitcher who was he was expected to pitch about 2 or 3 innings. He got one out, and then the hail came. There was like a 45-minute delay, and he couldn't come back in the game. So they brought in another reliever who proceeded to give up 4 or 5 runs, and that was it. But I think their bullpen was set up to win that game. But yeah, it just got totally derailed when that hail came in. Because you know what I mean? He only threw like 9 pitches.
It stops the momentum.
Yeah, because you can't bring pitchers back after a long rain delay. So it just kind of threw a monkey wrench in everything. That being said, let me tell you, the Orioles are 2-6 this year. That being said, I'm proud of the Orioles, man. Their pitching and their defense has been really, really good, man. Their pitching has been freaking phenomenal, especially their bullpen. I think their bullpen is one of the tops in the league so far. And I know the season's young, but they've played. Think about who the Orioles have played. They've played first place teams. They played Milwaukee, won 1 out of 3. They played the Rays. They lost. They lost all those games, but they were close games except for one blowout. And then they played the Yankees. They're 1-1 against the Yankees. So they're playing good teams. Their pitching is holding up. The problem is, man, they're hitting. They just don't have a lot of offense right now. But I want to get your opinion on this left field wall, man. Do you like what the Orioles did? And should I? Huh?
Yeah, I in rewinding the tape last night. I had 2 things. One, it was they did move it back, right? It was a lot lower. Excuse me. Before then. Excuse me. I don't know why it looks weird now. I just don't know why it's so high.
Yeah, the wall. Yeah, I don't like the wall being that high.
It just makes it look. I don't know. Almost. I think the wall wasn't low like it is at like Fenway over on that one side.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that low.
Was never that low. But it wasn't as high. It wasn't as high as it is now.
No, absolutely not.
It's like in between. But yeah, it's just it's something I probably have to get used to because I'm not used to it.
Yeah, it was a 9-foot wall. It was a 9-foot wall originally, and then they raised it another 4 feet. So now it's 13 feet, which is fine. But I'm concerned that they moved the field back too far. I mean, 398, the deepest part of left field. That seems a little far to me. Like maybe 385 would have been nice. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the other concern, and this is the other thing I want to ask you about. Yo, is that 90-degree angle? Like, I'm really concerned about outfielders running into that 93. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I know. I get you.
But you know where I'm talking about, right? That
Yeah.
'cause the
No, yeah,
wall
I
has
saw that. I'm not sure why logistically that you would put that in there.
well because it's going along because the bullpen
Yeah,
makes
but
up that.
that means, but you still need to build it in a way that doesn't have to be in a feature of what you're making.
But
You get what I'm
but,
saying?
but it's got to because the way the bullpen is designed,
Mhm.
it's straight, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're because remember it was flush before, so if you're moving the wall back, it's going to create that little crevice right there. It's just going to. There's not much you can really do design wise to fix that because the bullpen is unless you move the bullpen
You
back,
can't
but you're
round
not
the
going to do,
wall off.
huh?
I say you can't round the wall off. Again,
Not,
not being an architect. I'm
I mean,
just
you could, but then the whole aesthetics of it just looks weird.
well, it looks weird now. So I mean,
Yeah.
at least no one's running into a corner.
Yeah, I'm really concerned about that corner, man. I think somebody's going to get hurt. I hope they have enough padding in that corner, which I don't think there is. I just, to me, that's just dangerous, man.
Mm.
So I'm not wishing any hurt on anybody, but just seeing that corner back there. Ugh. But the thing is, nobody's really playing that deep anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about it. I mean, when that wall was there, I mean, that was like a 364 to 370 feet. Nobody really plays that deep. I get it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But no, I'm pleased with the Orioles so far. Um, I'm pleased with their pitching. They got to start hitting. How are your Mets looking right now?
Well, we're in first place.
Oh,
Jacob isn't back yet, but we have everybody else. We got a pretty good team. We lost 3-2 yesterday. Um, but um, we won on Friday at least. We had an early game, but yeah, we're 6-3. Start out with the Nats, Phillies. Now we're playing the Diamondbacks. So,
okay.
yeah. So far we're so good. So I'm just glad that this being the 75th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's, um, breaking in the color barrier in baseball, that everybody wore the 42. I know they had the blue 42, which I can get over. I'm not saying I like it because I don't like anything Dodgerish.
I
But
love that. I thought that was such a cool touch.
yeah, it's great, wonderful. Um, but do you think, out of all the things baseball does wrong, I always feel like they do this day correct. How do you feel?
How do I feel? What do you? What?
Like, you think they actually do when they do Jackie Robinson, when they do the everybody wears 42 and just to honor, and now this is 75th anniversary. So that's why they did the blue number. But like every year, I feel like they always seem to handle this day correctly.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, everybody. First of all, 42 is retired throughout all of baseball. Um, everybody wears his number on April 15th. And like you said, I even like the fact that they gave it a touch of blue, Dodger blue, this year. Um, it's yes, they handle this exactly the way they should to honor this guy that changed not only the course and scope of base or the course of baseball, but the course of all sports. So
Yep.
um, I love the fact that we get to honor him every year.
Yeah, and the fact that without him, it might not have been something that we played when we were kids.
Right.
I just got to think about that. It might not. I mean, we could say later on something could have happened. We don't know. We don't know. So, and we fell in love with this sport mainly because he started it for us, and we grew up watching players who look like us. Out there on the field, it was like we didn't even know this occurred when we were younger. You know what I mean? So it was like when I turned on the TV and I saw my Mets or I saw, who was on. You saw your Orioles. You saw black players. You saw Eddie Murray. I saw, Dwight Gooden. I had Darryl Strawberry. Without, Jackie Robinson, we wouldn't have these. So,
Exactly.
so thank you, Jackie, for everything that you've done and everything that you did. We do miss you. I wish you were here to be an ambassador for the game because we need black kids to get back into baseball. So, but I appreciate, without you, we wouldn't have this love for this game that we have. So, and I wouldn't have my love for Shohei Ohtani without you. So I appreciate it. What was next? Oh, Shohei Ohtani, 3 home runs, by the way, in 4 games.
Nice.
Leading the team. I don't know who else is on that team though. Speaking of, so which one is okay? Let's do this because I know you love baseball's unwritten rules. So I'm going to give you an option. Would you rather bunt and steal a base up 9-0 in the 4th inning, or would you rather walk someone with the bases loaded? Which one would you think you would do first?
Easy, the first.
You would bunt and steal, say up 9-0 in the 4th inning.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I do it, and I had no problems doing it. No.
Because that's what happened last week in baseball between the Padres and the Giants. And the manager of the Padres, which they were losing 9-0, had a little bit of an issue with the Giants bunting to get on base and a guy stealing a base.
Oh. And this is in the 4th inning, right?
It was in the 4th inning. Yeah.
Oh, then shut up. Go on.
Wasn't the 9th, 8th, or 7th? This was still early in the game. By the way, it's funny because baseball is a game where, I don't know, I've seen people score 10 runs and win a game, right? I don't know. It's just me.
In the 4th. So basically, this manager is saying, you guys need to stop playing. Stop trying. In the 4th inning of a baseball game. You got to be freaking kidding me.
That's exactly why I'm glad you said that. Because Gabe Kapler, the manager of the Giants, said exactly the same thing. He's like, so one team is continuing to throw strikes, continuing to go up the bat, continuing to try to hit, continuing to try to get back in the game, and we're supposed to just not do anything? He's like, that's not how I'm going to coach my players, and that's not how it should be. That's not how it should be. Because you know why? Get them out. Don't let them score 9 runs on you. I don't – again, this is one of the things that just irks my soul when it comes to baseball. But I'm glad Gabe Kapler was like, this is ridiculous. Because it is. Like, I want to – once you power down your team, it's like the Infinity Gauntlet. Once you use it and power it down, it's basically just, you can't see me. It's just a hand.
I mean, it's totally ridiculous, yo.
You used them already. So now they're powerless. So, I thought you would enjoy that because, that just happened last week.
It's totally freaking ridiculous.
That's baseball, man.
Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But when I saw that story, I'm like, they just need to stop. If you just stop them from scoring.
In the 4th inning.
In the 4th inning.
The 4th inning. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So. All right. So we got that. We got playoffs baseball. My special question to you, since we missed it and we weren't there to talk about it. Your favorite coach coached his last game and recently retired, Coach K. So my question to you would be, if you were able, and this is not to say joking way, but if you had to give, and I'm not talking about a middle finger or anything, I'm talking about an actual present, something like an actual physical present. What would you give Coach K on his retirement ceremony that he had to do? Gonna give him a puppy. So what would you do?
I would give him a banner of the Maryland Terps 2001 to 2002 championship.
Okay, I like that. That's I actually like that. I wanted you to be that way. I'm glad it was. I didn't
Oh,
want,
of course.
yeah. Okay.
If I'm going to give Coach K a gift, Coach K, here you go. Here's our championship banner. Enjoy.
Yeah. Cool. I do like that. Okay.
That's
That's a nice gift.
That's exactly what I would give him.
That's a nice gift.
I wouldn't give him the middle finger hurt.
Oh, good. I'm glad because you know how you are about the ACC, or at least them in ACC anyway. So, what do you think about Kansas winning that championship?
Honestly, as long as it wasn't Duke, to me the championship wasn't more about for me. I'm talking about me. To me, the NCAA tournament was more about Duke not winning.
I think a lot of people were that way.
Yeah. Kansas, I mean, good for them. Good for them. I know they had to come back. North Carolina, I was rooting, not rooting, but I picked them to win. I think we both picked them to win. I can't remember, but I know.
Yeah, I picked Kansas to win. Yeah, I think we both picked Kansas.
No. I was saying I picked North Carolina. I thought.
Gotcha. I picked Kansas.
Okay, all right. So you picked Kansas. So yeah, but no, good for them. But to me, like I said, first of all, I really wanted Gonzaga to win it, but when they bowed out early, it was just all about Duke losing. That's all I cared about. That's all I cared about, Duke.
Yeah, I just wanted Miami not to go any further. I needed Duke to lose. I didn't really care after that. I honestly didn't. So. But it was a good tournament. I'm not going to get back to it. So. Speaking of good, going to I think that's all we have for sports today.
Okay.
Today, because nothing about. I think Mike Trout had a home run. So I since I missed him last week because we didn't have a show, I do have to mention Mike Trout. So he had a home run. I actually saw it. I saw a
472 feet. Hurt.
I don't care. No one really cares the distance.
Yeah.
But I just see that he didn't hit as many as Shohei hit, but he hit one and it went far. But no one cares about how far you hit a home run. Just stay healthy. Hit one in the playoffs, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
did Shohei hit one in the playoffs?
Shohei just got here. First of all, he just got here. All right, maybe if he had a little bit of help last season.
Yeah, this is his third year, but he just got here.
He just got here. This is the start of his third year. This year? Not like he's had 3. This is 4. He just how long that other dude been here for?
No, this is Shohei's 4th year. What are you talking about?
What's his 3rd year?
This is 4th year, man.
Yeah, I'm now again when it comes to baseball stats and stuff, probably really can't argue with that. But I know O'Shea Ohtani. My boy being here. I'm gonna say it's his 3rd season. I don't care.
Okay. I'm looking it up now. So
yeah, you can look it up. I know you're right, but I don't care. Either way, he hadn't had any help. So there you go. Well, he didn't have any.
I'm sorry, either. I was incorrect. This is Shohei Ohtani's 5th year.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
So the fact is, he's not getting help when his manager walks home. People, the bases loaded, because you know how Joe Madden is. Which I forgot Joe Madden was coach of that team. To be honest with you, but when you're walking people with the bases loaded in like the 5th inning, it's kind of hard to come back. I don't even know what their record is. Let me see. They are 5-4, so they're not too bad. 5.
I'm just looking at Shohei Ohtani's stats. His first 4 years compared to Mike Trout. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does Mike Trout pitch? No, he doesn't. So he's not special. Next question.
He's not special.
Please.
How many MVPs does Shohei Ohtani won, Herb?
Guy. Talk over here talking about, oh, let me compare stats. You can't compare them on the mound. You can't compare them on the mound.
How many MVPs has Shohei Ohtani won?
One.
How many MVPs has Mike Trout won?
How long has he been in the league? There's a difference with how long people been in there and how many things you can win.
Okay. All right. His first 5 years in the league, how many MVPs did Mike Trout win?
Oh, probably 3.
Okay.
But how many?
He won. No, he won 2.
He won 2. Okay.
2 MVPs. So, he had 3. He had 3 second place MVP finishes. He won 2 MVPs, and of course he was Rookie of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't Shohei Rookie of the Year?
Probably. No, hold on. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm checking, but no, I don't think he was. But anyway.
Yeah. How many wins does Mike Trout have?
Mike Trout's
What's his ERA?
Mike Trout's not a pitcher hurt.
Oh, he's not. You know why? Because he's not special. That's why. So yeah, if all you gotta do is go up there and hit. Oh yeah. Oh, that's easy. Anybody can do that. Please. Comparing apples and pears. What's wrong with you? Anyway, let's move on to the entertainment side. I can't believe it. Let's look at the first 5 years of a regular, normal center fielder to a guy who can pitch and hit. Please get out of here. All right. Let's go to Moon Knight. Speaking of somebody that's got multiple personalities, kind of like Shohei with his multiple talents out there on the field. We didn't get to discuss 2 and 3 Moon Knight. So far, what's your feeling about this whole series?
I'm loving this series, Hurt. They have done such an excellent job with Moonlight. The crazy thing is,
Moonlight.
Twilight, Moonlight.
Moonlight. Honeymooners.
Moonlighting.
Moon over Miami.
No, Moon Knight is great. But it's halfway over already. Isn't that crazy? It's halfway over.
Dude, these things happen quick.
Yeah, man.
Every time they have a 6, but I think 6 is usually the perfect. It's weird. Like, you know how we grew up on these like 13 episode, 14 episode series, or even back in the day when we used to watch the stuff used to come on NBC, ABC, CBS. It's like 20 something episodes or something. You know, now we're getting 6, but I feel like 6 is good enough because it's like basically almost a whole hour. And a lot of times it's like I feel like a 7th may be too much, but they're doing a great job because they keep these series moving. So it is halfway over, but I feel like it's almost like I feel like I know where I'm heading with it. So it's still really good.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. I don't know what more to say. I mean, this show is awesome. I love seeing the struggles in the conversations between Mike and Mark and Steven. I like how in episode 2 we get introduced to, or we learn about Layla some more, and that Layla is his wife. Wow. Mark's wife, and
not Steven.
She doesn't know anything about Steven. She doesn't know anything about Steven.
Not at all.
We're getting to learn about. We're getting to learn more about Khonshu. We're getting to learn more about Haru's motivations. And then episode 3, you know, we get a good mix of like the Mummy and National Treasure, and it's just good, man. It's really, really good, man. I'm loving this series, man. Can't wait to see how this ends.
Oh yeah, it's been. I've loved it. Again, Oscar Isaac is perfect in this role and playing Steven and Mark. Like you said, the introduction of Layla, but it's just been a good series, good writing, good production. It's I almost feel like they spare no. It's almost like, again, it's like a movie. I feel like I'm watching a 6-episode movie.
Absolutely.
So and that's why I love it, and I cannot wait. I will be in line first night to go see, or second night that weekend. I'm gonna go see Doctor Strange. Like I can't wait for that. So Marvel always has me gassed for something, and they're doing a great job of this, just keeping this in there. All their series of these kind of secondary characters, they've made all of them really, really great.
Yeah, man. Great job. And the cool thing is, we're about to get Obi-Wan.
Dude, you know how Star Warsy I am. I can't even think about just, this is going to be Ewan McGregor's probably last trip around the twin sons of Tatooine as Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Ben Kenobi. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Yes.
Anything Star Wars, except for if they got to go to meetings or sit in the bathroom thing.
No, stop.
So, dude, listen.
Boba Fett was fine.
It was okay.
It was fine.
It was okay. Well, nowhere near the Mandalorian. Nowhere near the Mandalorian. But it was okay. But
I don't know. Some people said it had too much Mandalorian.
Who said that? Too much it's too much Mandalorian in that series.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, because you shouldn't have him in a whole episode
complaining
for him. while dude was recovering in a bath tank.
Anytime we see Luke
in the
Grogu and Mando, I ain't complaining.
I mean, anytime you see Luke, period, is great, but it doesn't need to be a whole episode. So. Anyway, moving on from Moon Knight, which was awesome. Let's get to Survivor. So we talked a little bit. I didn't know it was a 2-hour episode this week. Yes, and I actually was through most of it, and of course I missed the ending. And he told me who was eliminated. But I did like the fact where, like we were discussing, that the tribe who won the challenge had the choice of the power or the reward. Because they didn't do that last time, and no one knew about it, really. And not the weird part, but what ended up happening was last season, the person who changed everything actually ended up winning.
Yes.
So this time, even though they didn't see the season before because they were basically filming this back to back, they still changed some things around where they actually know, hey, this is what's going to happen. You can have the reward or you can have the power to do whatever it is because if you don't, someone else is going to have it. So this is going to be the consequence of whatever your choice is, which they didn't really give last season. So what do you think about that new twist? Do you think it made it fairer for everybody?
Yeah, so basically last year we had the hourglass twist, which is universally hated among the Survivor community. Basically, you had a team that won immunity. You had a team that earned that gets an merge and gets the merge feast. But then Erica gets exiled, changes the outcome, and Sydney went home. And what really made it messed up last season is because Sydney was on a winning tribe. She never went to a tribal. She won. She did nothing wrong. Every challenge she won. But yet she's going home because of a twist that Jeff told the contestants they were safe. They made a big stink about it off camera and pretty much accused Jeff of lying to them. And pretty much telling Jeff, if winning doesn't matter, then what's the point of even playing? So they switched it up. They kept the hourglass twist, but they told the contestants, okay, you're going to send someone to exile, and that person has the power to change the game. So Jeff warned them, but he also gives them a choice. You can keep that power, or you can choose to send someone else to exile. Mm-hmm. So they had two chances to save themselves from being from that twist actually taking place. I think that's more fair. I still don't like the twist, but I still think it's more fair.
Yeah, definitely fairer than it was before.
Yeah, and it was definitely fair because the contestants kind of anticipated what was going to happen. Drea, she predicted the twist. So I feel like if she was able to predict it, I feel like Jeff pretty much gave them fair warning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He must have presented it in a way like where he was telling them, look, just know whoever you're sending over there really has the power to change this game. So I think it was fair. But this was my favorite episode of the season. It was so good. Unfortunately, Lydia went home. My man Rocks, though, he's one of my favorite, even though he's playing a horrible game. I still like is weird. I think I like Roxroy because I see a lot of myself in him. I feel like if I were to ever go in Survivor, I'd probably be playing like him. You know, I'm the dad, you know, in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? Social game probably wouldn't be the best. It'd be okay, but it probably wouldn't be the best. And I probably would be showing major dad vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So you got your emotions on your sleeve.
yes, absolutely. So I relate to Roxroy, man, and I like the fact that when he was on Exile, it was funny. He was like, "Can I stay? Can I get a boat back to Exile?" That'd probably be me. Like, just let me just chill by myself for a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's like it's quiet over here. I can't get in any trouble. I wonder what's going on, but I'll be all right.
And I like the fact that he built a shelter. He told Jeff, "Hey Jeff, I might have to interrupt you. I got to take my rice off the fire." I was dying. Like my man, like made a home there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got to take my food off, man. I might have to interrupt you.
I mean, dude was chilling.
Like Jeff's about to give you this amazing power. You talk about, "Hey Jeff, I might have to go grab my rice real quick."
Yeah.
But no, I think it was cool. I like the fact that he was able to appreciate the beauty of Fiji.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that about his eyesight either. You know, when he
Yeah.
said that, so that was like, wow. So I understand how, how he was looking at it. Like just in case, because he has this degenerative sight issue. That if hey, I may not be able to. I'm out here. I mean, how many times really anybody really gets to go out to Fiji? Period.
Right.
So the fact you're out there and you get to see a beautiful, sunset and everything. I mean, you enjoy it. So I'm glad he took time and it had more meaning because of what he, told us about his eyesight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But no, man, I'm just really liking the season. I love the people who have been eliminated so far are the people who I've wanted to go. Like I feel like the people who are left in the game are all the game players, man. Like all the power players, I should say. So, I'm loving the season. Can't wait to see where it goes. Who's your prediction to win?
I had to say this season. I don't know. I felt like last season it was easier for me, obviously, because I picked the person who's going to win. But this can go in so many different directions.
Exactly.
So I can't, I like a lot of people. I feel like Chanel is teetering on that danger line in a way. But everyone else, I'm surprised Mike's still there. I'm still surprised. Like they said, usually they get rid of big, as they said, the big strong people. Usually kind of gone by now. But this is like a different. How can I put it? It's like a different year. It's almost like they've kind of gone against how things are normally done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so weird. I don't know. I really don't have a favorite.
Just give me a pick. Just throw out a name.
Uh,
I'll tell you who I think is going to win.
You know what? I'm just going to say Omer.
Okay. Yeah. He's set up good right now. I think Mike's winning the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's listen, Jersey guy. I mean, love the accent. Yeah, I mean, that would be great. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't surprise me because at this point, I really don't know.
And believe it or not, I would have never said this before the season. I think Jonathan has a really good chance to win. Now, before the season started, my pick was high, and I still think he has a good shot of winning too. And I could also see a world where Marianne wins. I think she's going to go far.
Yeah, she's done.
I love Marianne, man. I don't know if I can live on the island with her, but as far as entertainment value,
I can't live online with anybody. That would be. I could still try to, but hey, this is. I don't know, man. It like this is one season I have to say is definitely more up in the air.
Yes, and I love it. It's like kind of unpredictable. You really don't know who the front runner is. Now I love that, man.
So I do enjoy it. But. All right, well, that is it for today. Happy Easter, everybody! Thank you for tuning in to the MLB podcast here on StreamYard and YouTube. Please subscribe and like. Go hide your Easter eggs while you're doing this, while your kids are asleep, so they can go find them. And if you're in Maryland, it's going to be a freeze warning tonight. That's awesome because it's just 70 degrees. And of course, we're on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. More on Twitter until if Elon goes through. But we tweet a lot here. We were banned a little bit from Facebook, where we're back now. Because when you argue about Michael Jordan,
never talk about MJ.
Don't talk about MJ, and you get banned from Facebook for a day. So there's always that. So there you go. So he even has influence over that. So. But thank you for everybody for tuning in. Again, Google Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher apps, wherever you find a podcast, you will find us, the N1 Indie Podcast. Everyone stay healthy, get better.
Thank you.
And everybody have a great week. Enjoy your Easter Sunday, and everyone stay safe.
Peace out, y'all. Happy Easter.